This podcast is part of the Blueberry Network, where listeners and podcasters come together. Find out more at blueberrywithnoease.com.
The Eat Sleep Right podcast is brought to you by generous grant from the Built on Dreams Media Network, with additional funding by the Sims Media Foundation, and from the generosity of listeners like you.
Stand by, please. Rolling on set. On set.
Welcome to Lessons on the Writer's Voice. Gain trusted advice and perspective from writers featured on Eat Sleep Right. Use every moment you can learning the craft of writing by listening while on the go, in your car, at the gym, or while you're on break at work. Eat Sleep Right is here to help you become the writer you've dreamed of being. Eat Sleep Right is also brought to you by the generous cooperation of Writers World's Facebook group. Join Writers World on Facebook, a solicitation-free group for writers of fiction, nonfiction, and poetry. A writing group that concentrates on critiques of posted material. A Lesson on Tanka by Nikki Ann Schmutz, read by Adam Scull. Today we learn about Tanka. Tanka is one of the oldest forms of Japanese poetry. It originated in the 17th century and was celebrated in the imperial court, where nobles took part in contests. The tanka resembles a sonnet in form and meaning, and was often written as a declaration of love. Translated, the word tanka means short song. The greatest tanka poets were traditionally women. Lady Akazone Imon and Lady Murasaki Shikibu wrote the Tale of Genji, a prose text that included more than 400 tanka. English poets have not embraced the tanka as they have the haiku. Aside from a handful of writers, Sam Hamill, Carolyn Kaiser, Andy Lowell, and Kenneth Rexroth. The tanka is a 31-syllable poem. It was traditionally written in a single unbroken line. A form of waka, Japanese song or verse, tanka translates as short song and is widely known as its 5-line, unrhymed syllable count form. Tanka poems are very similar to haiku. They discuss the same topics of emotions, seasons, nature, love, and sadness. Its style employs personification, metaphor, and simile in order to enable the reader to visualize the descriptions. The tanka hinges on a turn, or pivotal image, which shows the transformation of an image into the examination of a personal response. This turn always happens in the third line of the poem. The lines are arranged like this. Line 1, 5 syllables, winds of time explore. Line 2, 7 syllables, canyons of experience. Line 3, 5 syllables, rests upon her neck. Line 4, 7 syllables, shiny strand of pearls are. Line 5, 7 syllables, final memory. Tanka is a beautiful poetic form with the ability to express deep passions. Use it well. If you're looking for a community that can offer you tools, support, and advice to start your own adventures in writing, then prepare to have the cauldron of your imagination stirred. I started the Eat Sleep Right podcast so more people can understand what it's like to be a writer and to get more eyes on your books. My goal is to help you achieve the success you so richly deserve. I salute your success in writing.
Thank you for listening to another edition of the Eat Sleep Right podcast, located at eatsleepright.net. Please send any questions, comments, or suggestions to comments@eatsleepright.net. Please consider a donation to support the Eat Sleep Right podcast. Donations can be sent to our PayPal address at donations@eatsleepright.net. Once in a lifetime, the theme music for the Eat Sleep Right podcast, courtesy of Stephen Paul, all rights reserved, used by permission. Please join us again for the next edition of the Eat Sleep Right podcast.